What brought me to the Guillain-Barre Rehabilitation Hospital was when I came down with Guillain-Barre, and I have a variant which affects the axons of my nerves. I was at York Hospital to start, and I had heard about Guillain-Barre opening up their new facility, which I knew would probably have some of the best neurological equipment in the market, which I would need for the recovery with the syndrome that I came down with. Well, before I came down with Guillain-Barre, it actually happened on January 7th. I was living life to the fullest. I was actually at that point working out about 6 days a week, worked in fitness for years. I was eating healthy, but I came down with a cold/flu, and for about 3 or 4 weeks, and it got into my immune system, put it in overdrive, and attacked my nervous system. And some of the biggest elements I've faced with it is I've found the psychological part has been difficult, trying to understand why. You always ask yourself why. Guillain-Barre is a rare, and I mean rare, autoimmune syndrome that affects probably about 1 in 100,000 people. What it does is, and the cause is not necessarily known. Many times it's attributed to like a virus or bacteria, but it gets into your body and it causes your immune system to attack your nervous system. And there are different forms of it. The most common is the one that attacks the myelin sheath. And there are also variants of it that are not as common that get into the axons of the nerves. So I got the one that affected the axons of the nerves. Some of the biggest limitations that I've found have been the inability to walk in order to eat right. I was very thankful that I was able to, nothing affected my vision or my heart, but I was actually intubated and suffered respiratory issues, which thankfully I have recovered from. As far as therapy goes, I've been blown away by the knowledge and expertise of the therapists here, whether it be occupational therapists, I had Kate, and physical therapist Dave. They've used so many different techniques. In that I have a unique form of Guillain-Barre, I think I kind of quizzed their brains a little bit, and I've certainly been amazed at what they've done with me. When I have my session at Guillain-Barre Surgery and Rehab Hospital, my therapist, Dave Weaver, is going to first of all, transfer me off of the wheelchair, which is something we've been practicing for when I do go home. And then he will spend probably about 5 to 10 minutes just stretching my leg muscles to enable them so they don't get sore from the machine we're going to use today. We're going to be using a machine which is state-of-the-art called the Locomat. You'll see how I'll be able to get on an actual treadmill and stretch out my legs and see and test how much strength is going in through my legs at this point in order to help them through my recovery. Also, we will spend some time at the end stretching again. You'll also see that he'll put me into a harness which will hook me onto the machine, pull me up, and enable them to put me down onto the treadmill. During my time on the Locomat, I will go through several screens where he may test the strength of different leg muscles, so they'll know how much therapy has done and how much work is yet to come.
3.2 kilometers per hour is the fastest we can go.
That's as fast as my chair. When I came in here, it was the third facility I've been since I came down with my syndrome, and I was just amazed at how warm and welcoming the staff was. Whether it be Wendy sitting at the reception desk saying hi and just asking how therapy was going, to my experience with Leon, who's the chaplain, or to whether it be the nursing staff taking the best care of me, I always feel safe here. At all my needs, from getting dressed to feeding me the amazing food from the restaurant here. So it's really been hands-on, great care, and I'll remember this is probably the highlight of this whole experience. Some of the biggest challenges I'm going to face on my journey coming here would be relearning how to pretty much do everything that I learned from the day I was born, from eating to getting dressed to driving a car. So I really pretty much have to relearn all of my basic motor functions is what hit hard. But from what I've heard, anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, I should regain the majority of what I had before. Through my experiences here at the Guillain-Barre Surgery and Rehabilitation Hospital, I feel that I will have a very positive prognosis, and through continued therapy and positive thinking, which I learned here, the future looks very bright.